There is a pleasure in philosophy, which every student feels until the coarse necessities of physical existence drag him from the heights of thought into the mart of economic strife and gain. Most of us have known some golden days in the June of life when philosophy was, in fact, what Plato calls it, that dear delight, when the love of a modestly elusive truth seemed more glorious, incomparably, than the lust for the ways of the flesh and the dross of the world. There is always some wistful remnant in us of that early wooing of wisdom. Life has meaning, we feel with Browning. To find its meaning is my meat and drink. So much of our lives is meaningless, a self-canceling vacillation and futility. We strive with the chaos about us and within, but we would believe all the while that there's something vital and significant in us could we but decipher our own souls. We want to understand. Life means for us constantly to transform into light and flame all that we are or meet with.
We want to seize the value and perspective of passing things, and so to pull ourselves up out of the maelstrom of daily circumstance.
We want to know that the little things are little and the big things are big before it is too late. We want to see things now as they will seem forever in the light of eternity. We want to learn to laugh in the face of the inevitable, to smile even at the looming of death.
We want to be whole, to coordinate our energies by criticizing and harmonizing our desires.
To be a philosopher, said Thoreau, is not merely to have subtle thoughts, nor even to found a school, but so to love wisdom as to live according to its dictates, a life of simplicity, independence, magnanimity, and trust. We may be sure that if we can but find wisdom, all things else will be added unto us. Seek ye first the good things of the mind, Bacon admonishes us, and the rest will either be supplied or its loss will not be felt.
Some ungentle reader will check us here by informing us that philosophy is as useless as chess, as obscure as ignorance, and as stagnant as content.
There is nothing so absurd, said Cicero, but that it be found in the books of the philosophers. Let us resolve, on this voyage of ours, to put in only at the ports of light, to keep out of the muddy streams of metaphysics and the many-sounding seas of theological dispute. We shall seek it, not in its shriveled abstractness and formality, but clothed in the living form of genius. We shall study not merely philosophies, but philosophers. We shall spend our time with the saints and martyrs of thought, letting their radiant spirit play about us until perhaps we too, in some measure, shall partake of what Leonardo called the noblest pleasure, the joy of understanding.
Each of these philosophers has some lesson for us if we approach him properly.
Do you know, asks Emerson, the secret of the true scholar? In every man there is something wherein I may learn of him, and in that I am his pupil. And we may flatter ourselves with that other thought of Emerson's, that when genius speaks to us, we feel a ghostly reminiscence of having ourselves, in our distant youth, had vaguely the self-same thought which genius now speaks, but which we had not art or courage to clothe with form and utterance. And indeed, great men speak to us only so far as we have ears and souls to hear them, only so far as we have in us the roots, at least, of that which flowers out in them. We too have had the experiences they had, but we did not suck those experiences dry of their secret and subtle meanings. We were not sensitive to the overtones of the reality that hummed about us. Genius hears the overtones and the music of the spheres. Genius knows what Pythagoras meant when he said that philosophy is the highest music. So let us listen to these men, ready to forgive them their passing errors and eager to learn the lessons which they are so eager to teach.
Do you then be reasonable, said old Socrates to Crito, and do not mind whether the teachers of philosophy are good or bad, but think only of philosophy herself.
Try to examine her well and truly, and if she be evil, seek to turn all men away from her. But if she be what I believe she is, then follow her and serve her and be of good cheer.